What's up, guys? As you can see, we're back in the shop again today, working on the old 1JZ. You know this bad girl, you've seen it in other videos. But today I think we're gonna be trying to tackle the task of taking the entire exhaust side down like I did on the intake side. Basically take it down to just the bare block so I can try to clean it roughly as best I can without getting too crazy. Can't really pressure wash it or anything like that because some of these ports and stuff, you gotta be careful not getting water in there. But once I get all this stuff off, we can go ahead and start cleaning it and masking it and paint it like this. And then from there, we can go on to painting the rest of the engine. So pretty freaking excited. I've wanted to get the other side of this engine painted for a while, and once it all gets painted and looking fresh, it's gonna be like so sick. So I'm really excited to go ahead and get started on that. If you're new to my channel, then that's the car that engine is going in. It's a 1992 S13 240 SX, baby, S13 hatch. It's quite a cool little car, you know what I'm saying? So to get this bad girl put back together, and some of these parts up here on the car should be going in there, ripping around the track, doing mad skids and stuff like that. Now that I got my arsenal of tools, it's time to start tearing this bad girl down. Hopefully it's not too involved. It's either gonna be really simple or really complicated compared to the intake side. I'm not really sure yet. I'm hoping it's gonna be simpler just because it seems like there's a little bit less hoses and stuff's just like bigger. Hopefully it won't be too bad. It won't be too many things to keep track of and take pictures of and that sort of thing. But of course I've already gone around it taking as many pictures as I could, because when you're going to put something like this back together, there's no such thing as too many pictures. Even if you think you've taken a lot, you can always take more from different angles and stuff like that. So alright, so after taking off the pipe that you just saw me take off, I found something sort of shiny and liquidy in the bottom of the turbo, aka oil. And at first, since this is my first turbo car, I am cut me some slack. I'm learning this stuff about turbos. I've never had a turbo car, so please don't hate on me too hard in the comments. At first, understandably, I was a little bit like, uh-oh, that's no good. You know, like, is my turbo somehow, like, is there a bad seal or something? But I think it's just a little bit of blow-by, or a lot of blow-by, that's gotten some oil down inside the turbo. I'll try to show you guys what I'm talking about. Hopefully get my light to shine where you can see it. Right there. Okay, cool. Now you can kind of see what I'm talking about. There's a good bit of oil down in there. So obviously that looks just, to me, that looks like an excessive amount of oil. Maybe it's just, maybe it's built up from sitting in a warehouse. Maybe there was like oil residue on the inside walls of the turbo, and it's all just collected down into a big puddle at the bottom. But I believe that's normal. I don't think it's like some catastrophic thing. It basically is just quite a bit of blow-by. And I think when I go and put a catch can, I believe between these two is the ones I need to use for the catch can. But I believe that should help a good bit of that. Make sure I don't get any oil like back through the intake air, which would be really bad. Or not like super bad, but because it kind of happens already, but definitely not good. Yo, what's happening? So now that I got this big old pipe off, you can kind of start to see The freaking turbo. It looks so sick. Just being able to see it just gets me excited. I don't know, I guess I'm weird like that. So now that I can actually feel the compressor wheel of this turbo and check the play on it, it's got a very, very slight amount of play. And keeping in mind that, you know, like I said, I've never had a turbo car before, so I'm not sure like what amount of play is okay. I'm pretty mechanically inclined when it comes to that sort of stuff, so I can probably have a good idea of like, nope, that's too much. But you know, with turbos being as precise as they are, I feel like in my head I'm thinking any amount of play is too much, but according to Patrick, a little bit of play is kind of okay for them to be broken and stuff. But I was slightly worried with the oil that was down in the bottom of this turbo, like I showed y'all, that this play was almost too much or something, and the seal on the bearing, I believe that's the seal it would be, was loose or wore out, and the oil could get basically behind the compressor wheel. That's where the oil could be coming from. But I went and felt Patrick's old EcoBoost turbo, which if you guys aren't familiar with my channel and haven't seen, my buddy Patrick's got a big turbo motor swap to EcoBoost because his blew up. I got videos on that if you want to check it out. So I went and felt his old turbo, and it feels like it has the same amount of play, if not more. So I think I'm good to go. Anytime I film a video like this, it's kind of hard not to get the camera oily and all messy. So if you guys like this video, make sure you go drop a like for a dirty camera, because I'm doing it for y'all. So, yep. So I pretty much got the entire exhaust side tore down now, aside from the water pump and the alternator and stuff, but I think I'll have to have this cover off when I do the water pump, because I think it goes back up in here, and I'll just do all the front stuff all at the same time. But now that I got all this stuff off, I can finally start masking everything off, cleaning it, then masking it, and get it ready for paint. Hopefully be able to paint it tomorrow, and then go ahead and start throwing on some of the new gaskets, put the exhaust manifold back on here with all the new gaskets and that sort of thing. But I got the turbo sitting over here. Everything's rocking and rolling on the 1J. So I got everything cleaned off for the most part. Hopefully you can tell a little bit of a difference. A lot of this cast aluminum gets like really stained, and no matter how clean you get it, it's gonna look pretty much the same way, hence why I like Adam LZ's trick of just throwing some silver paint on it. Makes it look really fresh and new. But as far as getting these things clean, I've got them pretty much as clean as you can get them. Everything tore off of them that it's gonna make it hard to mask, like stuff like that. Tore off of here, and so I've started masking off these pieces, and you can see I pretty much got everything masked off so far. I just got a couple more cuts like this where I have to go around it and cut it so it's nice and neat like that. But all the main stuff of it is masked off and pretty much ready to go for tomorrow. But I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you guys like this video, make sure you go drop a big like down below, and if you really like what you see, definitely hit that subscribe button. The channel's been growing lately, which is super sick. Stay tuned for the next video where we'll probably be painting more of this stuff, or it could just be something completely different like simulator content or something like that. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.